Hyundai isn't a car manufacturer that screams very sporty, and never has been. But when they released this, the Hyundai Coupe, it all sort of changed. It was quite ambitious for Hyundai at the time, as all they made was pretty boring cars. So there was very little expectation for this new sporty one.
It's like JCB saying, we make good diggers, let's have a go at a car.
So the recipe isn't that great, but the result is actually quite good.
So far it does feel like a sports coupe. The steering's quite sharp and tight. The suspension's actually pretty stiff as well, and the gearbox is pretty light. But I do think there's something missing or lacking from the car. The engine it has is a 2-litre 16 valve, which produces around 141 horsepower. Now, to be honest, that isn't enough compared to its rivals. But for the first time in Hyundai's history, the 0 to 60 actually matters. And that's not very good either. It's only around 9 seconds, which, to be honest, is family car slow. This is the S3 model, which is the last of the generation of coupe. Now for this you get an updated style and looks, and to be honest I think it looks quite Ferrari-like. It's got a very low swung profile, and I mean, look at the lights. What's not to like about that? The sportiness continues here in the interior. The seats are very nice and you are quite low down. It's got lots of standard kit though. I mean, aircon, cruise control, heated seats, a sunroof, and even iPod connection if you live in 1995. So it's got everything you may need. As well as all that, we obviously got the sun visors, which are pretty standard of course, but look at this. They extend. Why do they extend? I don't know, I presume they did that to stop people coming in from North Korea. Now, let's talk about rear space. Because it is a coupe, there is hardly any room in here. You get 2 seats, so you still get the sporty feel at the back because they are bucket shaped. But if I switch over to this one, which is going to be a bit of a faff. Jesus Christ. See, my knees are already pressed up to the seat in front of me, and if you did close the boot, then it probably would decapitate me. So there we are, that's not a good mark on the rear seating. Now I need to get out again. Now normally I don't get in the side of a boot unless I'm being kidnapped, but this time I had to because, well, I was so surprised at how big it actually is. I mean, look at it, you can get anything in here. Wow. No, darling, we don't need to pack bags. We can get our whole house in there. Seriously though, you could get Malta in that boot. I actually think this car feels really nice to drive. It's quite planted. There's no body roll really, and you know, it does feel, well, you get good value for money, because let's not forget that this is actually the same sort of price range as hatchbacks at the time. So I feel like you get quite a bit for your money. It is sad to see these sports coupes actually stop being made, because they are great fun to drive, and actually they bring something completely different to the table. You know, who would want to drive around in an SUV or a hatchback that's similarly priced to this? I don't understand.
So, even though it's a cheap sports car, it's very well equipped compared to the super minis that rival the price tag. And it feels pretty good to drive as well.
Thanks very much for watching this video. If you want to see more car related content like car reviews, bloody fly, car reviews, specials and podcasts, then make sure you subscribe to us on the Car Culture channel. And we'll see you next time.